Hello, my name is Danielle Sanders. I am a certified yoga instructor and co-owner of A2Zen. Welcome to your daily practice today. Let's begin right away. You will need a mat, and you may also want or need a blanket and a yoga block. So our practice today, we're going to focus on sciatica pain and different poses and movements that you can do to add space into your back and hips that are going to allow that nerve pain to hopefully go away. So let's begin. We're going to start out in our mountain pose, making sure your feet are hips width distance apart. Begin to grip down with all parts of your feet and toes. And try to create a nice straight line in your back. Anything on your mind for the rest of the day or any tasks, worries, just let them go by the wayside for the next 40 minutes or so. Turn your palms to face forward. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and send them down to your back pockets. This is where we'll start, coming to our breath, breathing in through the nose and exhaling from the mouth. Feeling your mat beneath you. Taking your initial scan of your body. Try to make a nice long line from your tailbone to the crown of your head as we settle in. On your next inhale, bring your arms all the way overhead, palms meet, reach up with your hands. Take a few breaths, just thinking length here. One more inhale to fully reach. Exhale to release your arms down the sides, bringing your hands to your lower back. So this is going to be kind of where your back pockets would be in high-waisted jeans. So keeping your hands here, draw your shoulders back while you keep your tailbone tucked under. So don't let your back kind of curve here. You want to keep a flat back. From here, start to inhale your heart up and out until you're reaching back with the top portion of your spine. Maybe your head relaxes back. And as you're ready, slowly working out of your pose. Exhale to release your arms down to your sides, coming all the way back to your mountain pose. Palms face forward. And the next movement we're going to come to a forward fold. So I want to do this nice and slow. Inhale the arms overhead, palms meet. Exhale to forward fold. Keep a little bend in your knees here, because if your back is really tight, really hurting, we don't want to force anything. So if your back's tight, you can even keep a real big knee bend or bend in your knees. Just taking a few breaths here in our forward fold. Let your neck and spine relax. Using your breath here to deepen your stretch. And if you can get your neck to relax, the whole rest of your spine will follow. As slowly as you can, bring your palms or your fingers to the ground and slowly bring your body all the way down. Coming into a crisscross seated easy pose position. This is where that blanket's gonna come into play. So if you have a lot of tightness because of the sciatica in your lower back, or if you have knees that need the added support, put this blanket right beneath your sit bones. It's gonna add a little bit of height, a little bit of comfort here. Find your breath. We'll take an inhale here to fill our lungs completely. Exhale to twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Right hand can come to the ground or to the left knee. Every movement we do today, take your time, be very gentle, especially with nerve pain. You never want to force. One more inhale. Exhaling back to center. Stay for your inhale. And exhale to twist to the right. Taking that left hand now to the right knee and looking over the right shoulder. Use your inhales here to add length to your spine. Exhale adds to your twist. So again, no pushing or forcing, just letting your body adjust to your pose. One more big inhale. Exhale slowly back to center. And as slowly as you can, let's bring the bottoms of our feet to touch, coming into a bound angle. Whether you're sitting on your blanket or not, coming into that bound angle pose. We'll take a few breaths here and allow your knees to bounce if you feel that natural movement sneak in. Allow your body to organically move. This is gently opening up those hips. From here, we're going to take a big inhale to fill our lungs. If your knees are bouncing, go ahead and bring them to still. Inhale. Exhale to forward fold, keeping the back nice and flat. Bringing your heart over your toes. Same thing here. So when we inhale, we want to add length to the spine, bringing our head, the crown of our head, towards the front end of the mat. On the exhale, allowing your body to sink further into your stretch. So really stretching through the hips and the lower back here. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly bring your heart up. And we'll take our legs out straight in front. Stretching out. If you want to move your blanket at this time, feel free. We'll just allow our sit bones. So if you have extra meat under those sit bones, make sure you move it to the sides. That way your tailbone and your hip bones are right on the mats. From here, we'll take a few breaths, flexing through both feet so toes are pointed up to the sky. Take a scan into the body. On your next inhale, raise the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, bringing the hands all the way to the feet, shins, knees, wherever your hands may fall. And find your breath in this stretch. Same thing here, if you're feeling a lot of tightness in the lower back, keep a little bend to your knees, okay? So this is gonna reduce that pressure on the lower back opposed to if you have your legs straight. One more inhale. Sink lower on your exhale. And on your inhale, slowly walk your hands and heart back to center. And we'll bring the feet back to bound angle. Coming into this bound angle, make sure that you have enough space behind you to lie flat. Also, if you have a yoga block, that's where this is going to come into play. If you don't have a yoga block, try to find a nice, dense, small pillow. Or you can take that yoga blanket that we used earlier and roll it up so that you have a nice sturdy space. From here, we're going to come into a supported fish pose with our bound angle feet. So with that being said, our block is going to go on our mat right in between our shoulder blades. So let me turn all the way around so that you can see. It's going to go right here, but keeping those bound angle feet. So go ahead and get your block set up behind you. Bound angle feet. And we'll inhale our arms out in front like someone's gonna hand us something. Exhale, lower back, one vertebrae at a time. Lowering your top half down onto your block. Heart comes open, arms come to the sides, palms face the ceiling, keeping your bound angle feet. Deep breaths. Our goal here is to add space into the lower back, lower spine, while we open up through the heart and chest. Let those shoulders sink down. If your head is uncomfortable in this supported fish, you can put a small pillow or blanket beneath your head. One more inhale. Stay for your exhale. Slowly bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and help your knees come to stand. Coming into constructive rest, lower half, supported fish on the top half. And slowly turn your palms to face your mat. Bringing your top half up as you're ready, just enough to remove your yoga block. And we'll set it to the side, bringing your top half back down to your mat. Coming all the way into that constructive rest pose, make sure your feet are hips width distance apart and they are tracking directly behind your hips. Take a few breaths here just to check in with your lower back. if you can try to reduce that natural sway and lower your lower back towards the ground, it may not touch, and that's just fine. You're just going for that general motion of flatness, long, flat back, all the way from your tailbone to the base of your skull. On your next inhale, bring your left ankle to rest on your right knee. Taking a few breaths here just to allow the left hip to open naturally on its own. And when you're ready, coming into a reverse pigeon, we'll reach in through this pocket. Left hand comes in between the legs, right hand comes to the outside, hugging your right knee in towards your heart. Flex through both feet as you draw your right knee into your heart, taking the left ankle and knee with it. Breathe deeply into this stretch. One more full inhale. And on your exhale, gently release the right foot back to the mat, taking the left knee and ankle with it. From here, we'll slowly slide the left knee over the right, like you're crossing your legs. And when you're ready, gently inhale to bring both knees into your heart, grabbing onto either the knees, shins, ankle, or feet, coming into the cow face, reverse cow face pose. You'll feel this big time in that left hip, left glute. If this pose feels very good right now, you can even add some movement in, some rocking side to side. Just again, allowing that organic movement to come in. One more inhale. And on your exhale, slowly release both feet. Right foot comes down to the mat, taking the left knee with it. And from here, we'll take our right hand to our left knee. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, gently let your knees fall to the right, just as far as they'll come. This is a full spinal twist. So we'll take our left arm out to the side with our gaze to follow. Deep breaths. Let your breath do the work. One more inhale. Stay for your exhale. And slowly work out of your pose. We can take our left knee from our right. And before we switch sides, let's reset the spine, taking our feet wide on our mat. Let your knees fall into each other and very gently windshield back and forth. Just releasing the spine gently. coming back to neutral in your own time and breath. We'll walk those feet back in for our constructive rest. And on your next inhale, let's bring our right ankle to rest on our left knee. Take a few breaths to allow the right knee to open the right hip on its own. And as you're ready, coming into a reverse pigeon, we'll take our right hand in through the legs, grabbing a hold of the left shin, left knee, flex through the left foot and the right as we draw this left knee in towards our heart. Find your breath here. One more inhale. And on your exhale, gently release the left foot back to the mat, taking the right ankle and knee with it. We'll gently slide our right knee over our left. And inhale, both knees into the heart, grabbing a hold to either opposite shin or opposite feet. Coming into reclined cow face. Take a few breaths here. Breathing deeply into the right hip, right glute. One more inhale. And slowly releasing your feet on your exhale. We'll take our left foot back to our mat. We'll bring our left hand to the right knee. Inhale. And on your exhale, slowly release the knees down to the left. Right arm comes out beside you, with your gaze to follow for a full spinal twist. Big breaths here. Let your breath add length to your spine. Release that pressure. One more inhale. And slowly coming out of your pose on the exhale. You can release your right knee from your left. And we'll take our feet wide, right to the edge of your mat. Let your knees fall into each other, and very gently windshield back and forth. Maybe even resting on each side. Just stretching through. No pushing or pulling again. Just allowing your knees to stretch side to side as it gently twists the spine. As you're ready, coming back to your neutral constructive rest. From here, we'll inhale both knees into the heart, coming into a wind release pose. We'll take a few breaths here using your hands on your knees as a steering wheel to massage the hips and lower back. And keeping your left hand on your left knee, right hand on your right knee. Come back to neutral. And on your next exhale, widen your knees apart, reaching your hands in through your legs to grab the bottom of your feet. Grabbing onto the outer edges, outside edges. Coming into your happy baby pose, take a few breaths here, gently using your hands on your feet to pull your knees closer to your mat. Add a little movement in. As you're ready, gently release your feet, hugging the knees back into your heart. From here, we're going to rock and roll, trying to come all the way onto our hands and knees. So go ahead and start to build that momentum. Until you come all the way up to sit. Slowly make your way to your tabletop hands and knees. Making sure that your knees are directly below your hips and your legs are tracking directly behind. Let's start out with a few breaths of cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly low, heart forward. Exhale to send the heart back for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Take these in your own time and breath. Coming to neutral tabletop. As you're ready, we'll take our knees wide, right to the edge of your mat. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, cinch your hips back to your heels. Arms out front for a wide child's pose. Relax your heart down into your hips. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly coming back up to your tabletop. We'll step our feet back one at a time, coming to a high plank. Hold it here for just a moment, drawing your heart forward, heels back, creating a lot of length in the body. And on your next inhale, draw your left knee in between the hands, lowering to the right knee, untucking the right toes, coming into a pigeon pose. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale to forward fold. Stretching through all parts of the left side. You can even use your hands here as your pillow, or stretch your arms out in front. One more inhale. Stay for your exhale. And on your next inhale, slowly working out of your pose, firmly plant your hands before you tuck your right toes under, lifting up to send the left foot back to meet the right, coming back to your high plank. And on your next inhale, let's switch sides, bringing that right knee in between the hands, lower down to the left knee, and tuck the left toes. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Same thing here. Using those arms to either make a pillow or stretch you further. One more inhale. Stay for that exhale. And on your next inhale, slowly coming out of your pose, we'll tuck our left toes under, coming all the way back to your high plank, and lower down to tabletop, hands and knees. From here, we're going to take a standard child's pose. So take an inhale. Exhale, send your hips back to your heels, arms out in front or as a pillow. So if your comfort level is here, get a nice big pillow that you can relax on. I'm trying to send your breath all the way into your belt loops. So full inhales and complete exhales. As you're ready, on a soft, slow inhale, make your way back to your tabletop pose. Bringing those hands and wrists right underneath your shoulders. We're going to take our knees back just a couple of inches, preparing for a puppy stretch. So make sure you can't see your feet behind you. And on an exhale, walk your hands forward, softening your heart down. Stretching through the whole lower back and all through the shoulders. One more big inhale in your puppy stretch. And on your exhale, walk those hands back to your tabletop position. Hands and knees. Pick a hip to send beneath you, coming all the way back to your easy pose. So again, if you want your towel or blanket, go ahead and grab that for beneath your hips. Coming all the way into a seated position. Take a few breaths. Inhale to fill the lungs. Exhale, twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder, bringing the right hand to the left knee or to the ground, or maybe even in front. One more inhale. Exhale, back to center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Take one last big inhale here. Exhaling back to center. From here, gently let your hands fall to the sides, just enough to where your fingertips touch the ground. Inhale to turn your left palm up to face the ceiling, bringing it all the way up and over to the right side of your face. Gently let your left ear come down towards your left shoulder. No pushing or pulling here, just let the weight of your hand help stretch through the neck. One more inhale. And on your exhale, gently release that left arm back down. Inhale, the right palm to the ceiling, bringing it all the way up and over to the left side of the face. And gently drop the right ear down towards the right shoulder. And breathe into your neck stretch. One more full inhale. Exhale to release the right arm down. And very gently bring your gaze to your lap. Looking down into your lap. Take some neck circles here on the bottom. Just back and forth. Rocking the neck side to side. When you're ready, slowly bring it to the back side. Rolling back and forth until you can open up to full circles or half circles. And coming back to neutral in your own time and breath. On your next exhale, gently bring your hands behind you, pushing into your palms. Let me turn around for you. Bring your hands behind your back, push into your fingertips. Inhaling the heart up and back, just as we did in the beginning, standing. We're just pushing into our fingertips to bring our chest and heart higher. One more inhale. Slowly working out of your pose on the exhale. Finding your breath in your easy pose. We'll gently bring our shoulders up to our ears. Exhaling to roll them back down the spine into the back pockets. Finishing out with our breath, breathing in through the nose and exhaling from the mouth. Take a final body scan, checking in with all parts. Bring your attention and awareness into the muscles of your face. Gently release the muscles of the forehead and unclench your jaw. Maybe even move it side to side. Just releasing your clenched jaw. Take a moment to thank yourself for the time put in to connect with your body. Try to relieve the tightness in your hips and lower back. Maybe even recognizing that your tension is caused by outside elements other than just the body. Feel your exhales, releasing inner tensions as you set your intention for the rest of your day. On your next inhale, bring the arms all the way overhead. Palms meet. Exhale to bring your hands down the center of your body to Namaste prayer with your gaze to follow. And release. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice today. I hope this helped relieve some of the tension and sciatica pain that you may have been experiencing. Have a fantastic day and take care of yourself, body and mind. Namaste.